Okay, let's go ahead and look at this problem and see what it is that we need to do. We need to evaluate the left and right limits using the table shown below. Um, and I believe they're not really being clear about which value we should be approaching. So I think that might be a bit of an oversight, but we will be able to infer what they want from the table, I believe. So let's see. So we want the limit, and I think that's probably the first thing we should try to find. And that is that we should notice that we start at negative 1.1, and each time the decimal gets smaller. And so what we are getting close to here is -1. Now, since we're, I say smaller in terms of absolute values, so we're starting further to the left. So we are approaching from the left. And the part of the function that we are evaluating is 4x minus 3. And that is also where the switch in the domain happens that tells us which of the parts of the curve we're looking at over here. So it does make sense that we're approaching -1 and that we use that here in the limit. But just keep in mind that they could have asked us to determine the limit of the function as x approaches some other value elsewhere. But we're looking specifically at the transition between the domains. That's what this problem is doing. So that's the left-hand limit. Now the right-hand limit is going to be the limit of 4x squared plus 3x as x approaches -1 from the right, because what you notice is this value is to the right of -1, right? So 0 is over here, -1 is over here, but 0.9 is over here. -0.9. And each time you're getting closer. So here, it's hard to show here, but you're moving in this direction. I don't know if my arrow makes sense, but you're moving to the, you're moving from the right, you're approaching from the right towards this point. And so as you move in this, well, let's start over here. As you move towards -1 from the right, this gets smaller, more and more negligible. And so you would infer that this is going towards -7. So this is going to be -7. As you move towards the -1 on this side from the right, this is getting bigger in a sense. This is getting bigger. These are all bigger numbers. But they don't go past 1. So they're getting closer to 1. And again, you're inferring that from the table. You're seeing a pattern and trying to determine from the pattern where this thing is going. And so that's how you do the left and right limits.